Hi, this is Deb from Bowl Me Over. Thank you and welcome to my kitchen. Sorry for the delay. I know I thought I'd be on at 11:30, but I had a repairman come by. So he was early, so you never can complain when people are early. So anyway, that's done. That's finished. And what I wanted to talk to you about today was how to cook an artichoke. And so I have a couple of them here, and I thought I'd show you this kind of up close and personal. Can you see that? That's what an artichoke looks like. And see these little tips on the end? Those are really sharp. And so I'm going to show you first how to clean it. And this is washed, it's cleaned, but there's parts of this we're not going to want to eat and cook with. So I thought I'd start off by this. I have a sharp serrated knife, and I'm going to use that to just cut the end off. I have just about an inch left over there. And the sharp knife is especially going to be handy when you're chopping off the top. So I'm going to do that next. So I do appreciate you tuning in. Please make sure you send me a like, send me a hello, tell me where you're from. I always love doing the live streams, and I didn't get to do that last week, so I apologize for that. But let me know where you're from. And if you see something here you like, if you find it helpful, share it. Share it with a friend. That's always really terrific. So the first thing I did with the artichoke is I cut the end off. Now I just cut the top off. And what I'm going to do next is nip off just the tips of these leaves. And you can not do any of this. You can actually cook it just as it is, but just kind of keep it in mind. If you do, sometimes you might hit those leaves, and they are really actually pretty prickly. So I recommend doing this. It just takes an extra minute. And so tell me, have you cooked an artichoke? Have you eaten an artichoke first? And if so, have you ever cooked one yourself at home? They're easy to do. There can be a little time consuming. You can cut them in half. You don't have to cook them whole like I'm doing today. But as this is like, to me, my easy, foolproof way of cooking them. So he's cleaned. I guess I've named him a he. I've snipped off the ends of all of the leaves, the little prickly end parts. And you see how quickly that's oxidizing? I'm going to put that into water real quick. And to that water, I'm going to add some lemon. The lemon's going to keep it from oxidizing, and I'm going to leave that lemon in there when I cook it. So I'm just squeezing that right on top of the artichoke, and I'm putting the lemon right into the water. Perfect. And the next thing I'm going to put in the water is some salt. And just like that, my artichoke's ready to cook. I'm going to pop it over on the stove really quick, and I think you can see that in the background. I've turned the burner on high, and I'm just going to let that cook, and that takes about 45 minutes. So I'm just going to quickly set my alarm for 45 minutes. And probably after 35 minutes or so, I'm going to check it and see if it needs any extra water, and just pour warm water into it. So it's really a simple process. So that's all cool, that's good. In fact, I wrote a blog about this, what came out last week, on how to cook an artichoke, but I thought I'd follow up with a quick video in case some of that didn't make sense. Now I have my artichoke. Let's say it's been cooking. This one I set my alarm for 45 minutes. This one took I think it was about 50 minutes, and when it came out, it was super hot. I allowed it to drain in my strainer right here. But how you check and see if it's done is you just take, I don't use a fork. I want something a little bit longer, so I'm just using a skewer here and just easily insert it. Inserts fine, perfect. It's set and it's ready to go. So now I'm going to show you what to do once you've cooked the artichoke. And these are great served cold or warm. I'm making mine a little early, but we're going to have this for dinner tonight, so it'll be just delicious. And dinner will be half ready. So what I have here is just going to put it all in a spoon. But as you eat the artichoke, you just pull off the leaves. And if you've never eaten an artichoke, some people dip them in butter. Some people dip them in mayonnaise, which is my personal favorite. Even lemon is a beautiful way to enjoy an artichoke. So again, if you've logged on, please tell me. Please send me a note, send a hi. If you hit the heart like 6 times, it dances across the screen and I get to see it here. So please let me know. But if you've never eaten an artichoke, all you do is dip it in, if you choose, and then just insert this bottom portion into your mouth and pull the flesh off of the artichoke with your teeth. Just like that. It's really, really good. It's one of my favorite, actually I think it is my favorite vegetable. So I'm going to prep this, and then when my husband comes home tonight, I'll have his artichoke all set and ready to go. But as you are enjoying the artichoke, and you'll see each leaf comes off a little bit easier as it goes. And let's see, don't forget, log on, tell me where you're from, send me hi, a hello, tell me if you've ever eaten an artichoke, if you like them, if you don't like them. I just thought this would be a quick little tutorial to kind of show you how easy it is and how good they are. If I ate this before my husband got home, I'd be in serious trouble because they're so good. I would be cheating. That would be wrong. So you can see as they come off, each one of them has like more and more meat on it, and what you're left with is the heart. I'm going to grab one thing. As you're eating the artichoke, you come down to the middle, and the leaves are really thin at this point, and they're just starting to almost fall off the artichoke, and then you're really down to the heart of it. And so what I'm going to do here is take my fork. I'm just going to insert it. Can you see that? Insert it right around where the leaves and the heart come together. And I'll show you why in just a sec. So I'm just taking a minute to go all the way around the artichoke. And this is something we usually do at the table. We don't, I don't do it early, but this makes it even easier for dinner. So what you're left with, this is the center part of the artichoke, center part of the leaves. And these little, the little fuzz, for lack of a better term, that gets discarded. So I'm just going to push that off to the side, and that gets discarded. What I do with this part right here is squeeze it together and just eat that part right there, and it is fabulous. The next part you're left with is the actual heart, and you can see it actually has a lot more of that little fuzzy stuff on it. So I'm going to scrape that off. Now, as I had mentioned earlier, this method takes about 45 minutes, 50 minutes to cook an artichoke. And you can speed that up by cutting it in half. One of the comments on my blog, it was a great comment. This is just like your super easy, if you've never done it before, foolproof method of cooking an artichoke. And as you can see, I scraped that off. And this is like delicious goodness right here. So just like that, an artichoke's ready. So cool. Do you ever wonder, was like the first person that cooked an artichoke? Or that ate one? I always think that must have been kind of an odd thing, because they don't look very appealing, but they are absolutely delicious. So I hope you give them a try. If you have a chance, log on to my website. There's the complete how-to with pictures and tutorials. Just type in artichoke. It'll pop up for you if it's not already on the home screen. If you like what you see, definitely pass it on, share it with a friend. I always appreciate that. But I would love to hear what you think of the videos. If you have any questions, definitely let me know, and happy Monday. I hope you had a great weekend. You can check out my website at www.bowl-me-over.com, and it's Deb from Bowl Me Over. Thanks so much. Have a great week.